What's going on, everyone? This is Adam here. You know, I never know. Like, some I have intros, some I don't.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty. Don't you have your intro clip, right?
No, I have an intro clip, but like when I do this podcast, sometimes I introduce it, and some people I just forget. Yeah. And then I'm just like, they're like, oh, we started. Right. What's going on, everyone? Adam here. This is What's Good in Riverside, and today I have my boy Yazin up in here. How long have we known each other? High school or junior high?
I think.
Where'd you go to junior high?
Amelia Earhart.
Earhart, yeah.
But I came to Riverside when I went to Amelia Earhart, brand new. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Earhart and then King. But I think it was King.
Yeah. Well, Yazin was like the only 6-foot kid in junior high, so everyone kind of knew who he was. So, but thanks for coming in, buddy.
Dude,
Finally, after all this time, I've been trying to get you to come in here and do this.
Yep.
You're finally here.
Yep.
It only took a huge pandemic for the world to shut down.
And a whole month of the pandemic.
I know.
That's what pisses me off.
And even worse, he's not even drinking right now. It's depressing.
I should have done this.
You should have done this a week ago, dude.
2 weeks ago when I see your liquor cabinet over here.
Do that. We come hot in this place.
You're doing it right.
We do it right in here. So, reason why I want to have my boy on the podcast today is, kind of talk about a little how it is to start your own business. If a lot of people don't know, Yazin started him and his wife started their own company. How long has it been now?
About 8 months.
We've 8 months?
Open, yeah.
Yeah, 8 months. So he came to me 9 months ago saying, hey, I'm going to open this. I'm going to call it a gym, even though it's not a gym. It's a wellness center, but I will call it a gym.
Builds bone density.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of been exciting to see and love to hear from you what it is to kind of get things off the floor, because this is kind of your first business,
Man.
Why don't you tell people what you were doing before you thought about opening your own company?
Yeah. So before I was highly invested and still am in mental health, and right now even more focused on special education. Mm-hmm. And so that's my actual 9 to 5. That's what I do. Right before this, I was on a Zoom call, and probably after this, I'll be back to some emails. And then I came across Osteo Strong at a Tony Robbins event. And that was it. I was like, okay, I got to do this.
You're hooked.
I got to do it. Well, I got to get it for myself. Realized I couldn't, right? And we've been around each other long enough. You know how my mind is wired. Yeah. Like, there's no can't, or I won't be able to do, like, I can't go here. No, it's just like minor tweaks. Mm-hmm. And so figured out you got to buy into a franchise. I was like, all right, great. Let me learn this shit real quick.
So then he bought one, and then this whole thing started. Yeah, so convinced his wife to do it. So what is it like, when you first started, like, even going down to like picking like a location, how were some of the headaches of that, or what was different when it came to like even picking your location, which just a shout out, it's located off of Alessandro on the way to the 215 freeway on the right hand side next to the old the new Jack in the Box.
Yes, sir.
So what made you pick that spot? Is it because you're from Orange Crest? Is it because you're a Riverside guy?
Yeah, dude, I'm so simple and I'm just stuck in my weird ways. I never want to have to drive. And I told my wife, I live
3 blocks from here.
Yeah, See, you get it. And I told my wife, I'm like, and she drives a ton, or she used to, right? As a nurse, 12-hour shifts, add an hour drive each way. That's a 14-hour day. So I was like, it's got to be close. That was one of the main focuses. The other was just, like, selfishly, the people that I know can benefit from it. Remember, this was supposed to be my garage before it was a business. Yeah. So I was like, I want to be able to tell Adam, like, hey, your back is hurting you, dipshit. Come by. Like, you should be coming by. I'm telling you, it's up the street, right? I enjoy it. It's like a win-win for me and everyone that I think needs to be in there. So
why don't you explain to people what it actually is?
Absolutely, yeah. So
he's been working on this pitch for a long time now.
Because you're still thinking it's a gym, and I'm like, shit, I did my job wrong.
No, I just love calling it a gym because it annoys you so much that I call it a gym.
Dude, because
even when Yazin uses my payroll girl, and even when I talk to her, I call it Yazin's gym, and now she's even like, it's a wellness center. Adam.
Thank you, Taylor.
Taylor, I will give you credit.
Taylor
shouts out to you. She's like, Adam, it's not a gym, it's a wellness center.
Thank you.
And I said, so do you think that gym's open yet? She gets super pissed. So why don't you tell everyone what it is?
She has every right to cuss me out. I've been like bombarding her with shit.
I know. Hey, but she really likes you, so it's cool.
Yeah, well, because I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah,
like, I get it. But no, it's the reason it annoys me, and I was giving you a hard time. I was a hardcore gym goer twice a day.
Yeah,
like all about it. Still believe.
I think LA Fitness has your photo on the walls.
Yeah,
like,
well, they asked me to paint a mural, right?
Yeah,
and I was like, no, I'm not ready for that yet. No, but dude, it was like I've spent so much time in the gym. Like, this pandemic kicked everyone's ass, right? Mm-hmm. Absolutely, didn't do my due diligence and my home workouts and all that. But the reason I have to like distinguish it so hardcore is that Like, no matter how much I put on in the gym, I've never felt healthier doing this. And even, like, it's to the point where I talk shit to my wife. I'm like, Dina, you didn't do your Osteo strong session? She's like, no, I feel fine. Why would I do it? I don't have any pain yet. I'm like, okay, it's like brushing your teeth. You have nice teeth, or you're going to start brushing your teeth. Yeah. Doesn't make sense, right? But a gym, I would stop going to. Like, when I get in the best shape, like, when people are in really good shape in the gym, I'm like, dude, you already won. Like, why are you still here? Like, like you've accomplished the goal. Go home.
Were you a gym guy? Did you enjoy the gym, or did you go just to look at your body?
I loved it.
Oh. Did you like working out, or you like how it like made you look and feel?
A little bit of both, but a lot of it was just the working out. Like, the cardio, hated it. Still hate it.
Cardio.
Still hate it. I run now, but I hate it.
I have a Peloton bike. I still don't.
Yeah, you can't. We just want it. Like, dude.
It's so hard. No, you know what's funny is I'll get on streaks, man. Like, I'll go like a week in a row every day, and then you kind of know now, like, when you get in job, like, it's like sometimes it's like, dude, I come home, it's like the last thing I want to do is hop on a bike and ride for a half hour or an hour, and it's not like a cruise ride where you're like at the beach. Right. It's like you're gonna sweat your ass off right now, and you're gonna be dead tired. So it's like one of those things where it's like, all right, I gotta get back on it. Yeah. But isn't it crazy to think, like you said, like, is that when people think of gym and they think, oh, lifting weights and whatever, but it's like you're more healthy now, and that's always where I've always wondered. I'd love to. Have you ever thought about doing the what is it like when they test your blood and they find out like exactly what like kind of person you are and what you should be eating, if you should be, do you need less red meat? Like, because sometimes for me, I'm just like, God, I just wish I had, honestly, mine is always energy. That's True. Mine's, I True. Only care about energy. True. Really, if I have tons of energy, that's all I care about.
No,
that's
but energy's tied to how you feel, like nutritionally, like what your body's capable of. Partying for 3 days straight and not feeling like shit, or working really hard for the week. And
my thing is, I want to be able to get up. I would love to be a 5 a.m. guy. I don't. I'm 7. Like, I would love to be a 5 a.m. guy. I know buddies that get up at 4:30. I would love to be a 4:30 guy, wide awake, go to the gym. Homie don't got it in him.
Yeah, but you're that night guy, dude.
I'm the night guy.
I call you at 10 o'clock, you're working.
I know. I'm a night guy.
And not even like, you're not even tired. You're just like, hey, what's up? I'm on. And I don't even know if you're asleep half the time.
No, I'm not. I wish, actually, midday gyms is perfect for me. If I could eat, go work out, that has always been the best for me.
Me too. And that's what's taking me away from the gym. That's why I'm just like, man, I do like my resistant bands now because it's 10 minutes. Yeah. I do it in the comfort of my home. Luckily, now that we have restricted hours, I took that thing home with me, dude. I do it every day. I love it, right? But like you said, midday feels great, and it gives me like a boost of energy.
100%.
At night, I'm not doing anything.
Well, and are you a pre-workout guy still?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the problem I always get. Like, if I take I drink a lot of caffeine during the day. I'm like 2-3 cups of coffee. Shout out to Ernie Ramirez, E29 Training, who comes in every Friday. He drops off Red Bull every week for us. Nice. So I'm like it's like a Red Bull a day too. But
at least,
dude, pre-workout gets me so like stimmed out that like I can't sleep at night sometimes. You know?
No, I can't take it. Even my doctor was like, dude, stop bullshitting. You're taking way too much caffeine after 2 o'clock. He's like, he started off at telling me it was 12 o'clock. Then he told me stop at 2. He's like, look, man, like I can't keep pushing this time back for you. You're not sleeping because you're just on caffeine overload.
Do you sleep easy?
I sleep easy, but I get up throughout the night.
I wake up every night.
Dude, it sucks.
Tons of times.
It sucks.
I wake up so much, it's unbelievable.
How do you get up and do?
No, I just wake up. I wake up. Okay, here's a secret about me. That not a lot of people know. So
can they handle it?
Yeah, it's not at all. I go to bed every night listening to Meet the Press podcast. It's on
Meet the Press.
It's a show on NBC on Sundays, and I'm not a liberal, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter to me. It's something about that show that helps me sleep.
How does it help you sleep?
I don't know.
It sounds stressful. Even the title sounds stressful.
No, it literally, like, because I don't care that much. Like, if I was trying to listen to like an actual podcast I was interested in, I would stay up because I'm interested.
True.
But I don't have a TV in my room, right? Okay. So I need some noise to help me fall asleep. So what ends up happening when I wake up in the middle of the night, I have to roll over and turn it back on and fall back asleep.
It's your white noise.
It's my white noise.
What the hell?
And it's like that podcast has been my go-to podcast to fall asleep for probably like 4 years now. Don't know why.
What the heck?
And I will listen to the same podcast for the whole week, and then on Sunday it's a new one, and
Shut up. That's your white noise?
That's my white noise.
Dude, but your subconscious is trying to like make something of it.
Nope.
That's why white noise is white noise.
Yeah, I do not care about it at all. That's my go-to.
Do you think that's tied to your inability to sleep throughout the night?
No, I think my inability to sleep is like I dream a lot, which I dream I hate when I dream, to be honest. I love when I fall asleep and wake up and I don't remember any dreams. That means I slept really good. When I'm dreaming, I never feel like I'm asleep.
I don't know how true or accurate that is, but that kind of makes sense,
it's
right?
for me personally.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my dreams are not scary or nothing. They're realistic. So it's like I'm doing real estate deals, or I'm like I never feel like I'm sleeping. Yeah.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, and that's why I try to stay away from caffeine.
Yep.
And
dude, that's hard.
It's hard, dude.
I'm all day.
All day.
I mark even this. I like went on a stretch to drink tea. Mm-hmm. It's not as bad, but I just like try to stop at 2:00.
Dude, it's impossible.
I gotta stop at 2.
And it's like and for me, and it's 3. But
yeah, I know. I said I went on a stretch. It's tea though. It doesn't have that much in it.
No, I mean that's the thing
it's
too.
Natural. I lie to myself.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, but that's so that I don't know. I really one day wish if I won the lotto today, which I'm playing, it's $300 million. I'm playing today.
What?
Yeah,
I gotta buy a ticket.
So if I win,
yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
We'll turn up, right?
Yeah.
I would love literally each week to have a chiropractor, a massage, a trainer, a chef. I would love to, and a supplement guy. I would love to have.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Right?
I don't blame you. I would.
Just so you feel healthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a girl in Arizona. She does stretching, and she stretched me out once, dude. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Arizona's a great place.
It is a great place. I love Arizona. So let's get back on topic. This is like an actual podcast, right? Yeah. It's not an actual interview.
I don't know what it is. I don't even know half of what you do, dude. I just show up and put my game face on.
I know, right?
That's how much I like hanging out with you.
Hey, dude. Because you know why?
Just love it.
Dude, here's the thing that people don't know about me and Yazin. We don't hang out a lot, but when we do, it's always game on. When we go back and forth in messages, we're always talking shit about not working enough or not hustling.
Yep.
Or you're fat. Those are like the 3.
And it's all the things we have to focus on.
Yeah. So if we're not talking about work, then we're talking about the gym. Mm-hmm. First thing Yazin walks in, you been working out?
Yep.
No. He goes, dude, you have a Peloton. I know, bro.
Straight to accountability,
and then he's
lazy
like,
bastard.
And then I'm like, oh, my kind of hip flexor's hurting today. He's like, why aren't you coming in, bro?
Exactly.
Why aren't you healthy?
That accountability. Because you and I talk and listen to the same Ed Milet, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, all this shit all day.
What made you get into those guys?
Really, like even before Osteo Strong, I was always like on top of education. I have to do something. At the time, it was in education, I'd do something very specific to what I've seen and experienced, and I know, like systemically, I can support. Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't even know what that would look like. I just know there's more to it, right? Mm-hmm. And I can speak a lot on education, but that was one piece to it. And then these guys, just like on like results coaching and accountability and being a go-getter, it kind of all ties in. And that entrepreneur mindset is kind of what allowed me to, even in education, like just go for it, right? Mm-hmm. So I just kept listening to it, and I was like, okay, trying to find side hustles, got into stocks and this, did all real estate, and we talked about all types of investments. And then it was like you have that realization at like post college, right? You're like, oh shit, I can listen to rap all day and drink Coronas and listen to whatever, and then I can listen to this. Boom. It's a simple one. Yeah. It's just it gave me more content and shit that I could actually utilize, and it just that self-growth piece has always been an exciting one for me.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that people don't realize is that I only went to college for a year and a half, but it's self-education is like so huge now. You know what I mean? Because the coolest thing is you can tap into whoever you want now. Right?
Absolutely.
Like you literally, it's your choice who you listen to. Like, I go through like, I don't know about you, but I go through like spans sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. Where like, what's so funny, it's like I'm like needing like a boost of energy. So it's like, all right, let me dive back into Gary. Let me dive back into Ed. Let me dive back into, and I'm a big, see the one thing I love and I now hate with Gary's stuff, it's so long. Right, it's like it's like a 45-minute show.
Yeah,
like,
it went into those long
I need
clips.
Like 5 minutes. Like I love Grant's 5 minutes. Like I need 5 minute little when I'm sitting on my phone scrolling and YouTube comes up. I'm like, all right, cool. Mm-hmm. And so the thing is that like Gary says, and they all say the same thing for the most part, but it's just like it's crazy how many people don't take action. You know what I mean? At all. Like perfect example. How many people do we know that run businesses that know I have this place but never hit me up to come in? Well, yeah, you're one. You're here right now, so I'll let it slide.
Until it got calendared, I was full of shit.
I know, for sure. And so that's the biggest thing that's crazy is that it's like it's action more than anything else. When people say like you, like, dude, I mean, you knew nothing about opening a wellness center, and then you're like, let's go. Let's just jump in.
We were the fastest opening franchise Osteo Strong's ever seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they kept telling me, like, are you sure? Like, and a lot of it was about, all comes down to finances, right? Like, can you afford to buy this equipment, that, whatever? And they were like, are you sure you're ready to open and not do the pre-sales or whatever? You could take a loss. And I was like, dude, the math is all the same. If you have the pre-sales, especially with marketing being so damn expensive, you're taking a loss on one side or the other. It doesn't really matter.
Well, and the problem what people don't get about marketing, it's upfront costs. It's upfront costs that might never, costs. People do not realize when you get something in the mail and you throw that thing away, you're literally like, try to take maybe $2, $3, like to print and to ship. And that's not talking about the actual design. You're anywhere between $2 to $2, say a mailer. Just think about every time you tear up and throw one of those mail pieces away, you're tearing up money and throwing it in the trash. Because that's what you're doing to me or you that sends out mailers. That's what people don't understand. Every time you do that, right, you are throwing someone's money away. It's crazy. It's literally, and that's what don't people get. It's like, how do you bankroll that for 6 months?
You don't. And I put that shit on hold right away. I called my marketing guy and I'm like, dude, everything's got to be on pause. Just, and then there's some people that are like, you got to market harder. Everyone's at home and they're bored. I'm like, it's different though. The state of a pandemic makes it kind of confusing because there's people that are going to be open and willing, and then there's the people that are going to be in that fear state still in that fear state. So who knows how long? Like,
I think the biggest thing is the mindset of it, right? I think the biggest thing I've seen through this whole scenario is who's shown up every day still. Maybe not going to your office, but like still thinking business every single day.
True.
And people are just like, you know what? I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
It's like we were talking about restaurants right now. Listen, if you're not promoting that you're open, no one knows you're open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So if you're open and not promoting it, like social media or whatever, mailers, if you want to go that route, like that's your own fault.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
And there's certain things that are low cost that you have to do anyways. Like you can't bullshit yourself.
Yeah.
Like my 2 posts a day, I can't bullshit.
Trash.
I have to do them.
Trash.
They're great. They're so informative.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing.
I've taken off the pointers. I've taken on the pointers.
That's the other thing we argue about.
That's the other thing we argue
about. I always bust his balls for his one post.
My 2 posts that are now engaging?
Yeah. Dude, well, before I'm like, I haven't seen you post in 2 weeks. And you're like,
now I post every day, twice a day.
Proud. Good.
Twice a day.
And you know what sucks? You know what's
mainly because I can't afford marketing.
You know what's really going to suck is when it works out and you get your first few deals off of it, you're going to be like, dang it. I should have been listening to Adam a long time ago.
Right? That's the one thing you're always going to kick. As an entrepreneur, you're always going to kick yourself in the butt.
You're always.
Like, I should have done that, or I hired this person earlier, or thought about getting this person, like, just picking their brain, talking to them, bringing them in.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I can't get enough stuff on my calendar.
I mean, luckily, the difference I say my world and your world, like, I can go see if someone bought a house with someone else. I'm like, dang it. Yeah. Like, that's the worst. And you see someone that you somewhat know buy and sell a house with someone else, you're like, did I do something wrong? Like, why do they not use me?
Yeah.
Like, do they not think I'm good enough? Do they not think I have enough time for them? Like, why? Like, what was the problem? And sadly, sometimes it's like, it's their mom's best friend. And, like, I literally never, they didn't even, their mom's giving them money to buy the house. They're like, yo, you're using our friend.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about that. So how do you enjoy, how are you making the adjustment from the, working the 9 to 5 still, but making the mindset from 9 to 5 to running your own business? How
do I make the adjustment? Dude, it's the level of accountability, like you said, taking action and accountability. And that reality is it's a cup of like harsh. It's a harsh cup of reality. Let's put it that way. That I make the adjustment by taking more time to reflect and see what I did or did not accomplish, like every day almost. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because some days I get by and I'm just like, I haven't done shit for Osteo today. Or maybe I have, but it's like there's no outcome to show for it. Like I was going to have a campaign to do whatever marketing. It didn't happen. Okay. Why did that happen today? That every day I have to do that now. For working on your own accord, working from home, it's just like you have to reassess all the time. And then there's a reality check. And that reality check comes like at 5 o'clock when like, oh, there's a bottle of wine that you want to pop open. Or like whoever's like, hey, let's go have some drinks. Let's go quarantine outside and have cigars and drinks. Dude, all the time.
Cigars now?
I did not. I should have.
But so I think that's the thing too, is you have to be so disciplined.
Ridiculously disciplined.
You have to be so disciplined in the aspect, and you're gonna miss a lot of stuff
all the time.
Like I tell people, they're like, what are you doing on Monday? I'm showing a house. And they're like, why? I'm like, I don't have that many homies. I like really don't. Like I'm in my world doing my thing, right? like this is the game I've chosen for right now. So it's like I don't have the ability to go away from town. It's like meeting tomorrow at 9, then a house at 10, then a showing at 4, then hopefully putting 2 deals in escrow today, then moving on to something else. It's like people have to realize if you want, like, that's the biggest difference between 9 to 5 and entrepreneur, in my opinion, is that at 5 o'clock you're done.
True.
At 5,
you're never done.
At 5 o'clock, you're done. Entrepreneurship, you're never done. Not even of clients, but just like, okay, what should we be doing? Is there something we should be doing?
Yeah.
This isn't working. This campaign's not working. Why is it not working?
Yep.
And you're relying on so many people. Is my marketing guy good? Is he not?
Yep.
I have no idea.
Yep. You have to work twice as hard as everybody else if you really want to make it. I think that's the hardest part. Like you said, you're always going to be on, right? So it's like you have to make it a choice to turn it off. But if you're really that hungry, you're not going to turn it off.
Yeah. It's difficult.
Don't get married. That would make it super hard. See,
that's
that check. Like my wife and I have to check in. I have to call like, hey Dina, I'm planning to stop working at 7. She's like, oh, I was stopping at 2 o'clock. Like I'm going whatever to the beach. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you take the 5 hours off?
I know.
Shit, I can even put an employee and make an argument like I should get away.
Yeah.
It's not smart.
No.
A lot of people would do it though.
No. I know.
A lot of people do it.
It's tough, man. I think there's a reason why most businesses fail, and I think that's something that like I'm going to give you credit for right now. Is like, I mean, you're still making it.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna come out of this.
Of course.
You know,
dude. I'm looking at other locations.
I know. See?
That's the crazy part. People are so like. I live in such a different world, and I say this to all types of people that are like live in fear. I'm like, dude, we live in 2 different worlds. Like, when there's always a win-win. You can't, like, you don't even live in fear. You don't live in, like, you're precautious, you're smart, you take into account. I watch the news once a week. Once a week. I'm not even gonna lie, I skip it. I watch it once every other week.
I don't even watch the news.
Dude, you have to take into account what's going on to some degree.
For sure.
But then that's it. You just gotta, dude, fucking
I think
100%.
But the question is, I don't know if people are like more or less like worried about like win-win, but like I think like win-win for me is just like, what if you do fail? Okay, what does it matter? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for example, I was like, who cares?
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Well, it depends. Lifestyle matters.
No,
you'll have to adjust a lot. That's what matters, right?
Then you start. Oh, so then okay, let's go deep for a second.
Like that's what matters.
I feel like you have a degree about mental health, and I have 3 books that I read one time. Maybe
3 books that you read. Hopefully they were good books.
I just kind of rolled over them a few times.
Yeah.
But okay, so go back to lifestyle. Do you really need the flashiest car?
Not even a flat. No, I'm not even there, dude. I'm way past that.
You're talking about what? Just
dude,
food?
I'm with you. No, I'm talking about quality of life and time. Like you and I work. Or at least let me tell you, I work. Despite like the what I want Osteo trying to do for a lot of people and the health benefits that like, I'm super passionate, excited about. There's a monetary gain of having the luxury of time.
For sure.
It's not even about. I'm not even worried about the car, dude. I'll drive. I don't even have a payment on my car now, and I refuse to get one.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for Dina's lease to go up so I can go buy a piece of shit car for $15,000 that fits the budget and never have a payment. I'm cool with that. Yeah. But it's the luxury of time. Because like right now, you and I, we've got shit to do. I got my phone out. We've got shit. You got things to show, calls to take, right?
Yeah.
Right. But I want to be like, hey Adam, let's take this podcast in Italy because I want to have Italian food.
Yeah.
And fuck it, it's gonna take us 10 hours to get to the airport, but we have a driver.
And when you do it right, well, and that's the thing I don't think people realize is that you have to make sacrifices now to make bigger gains in the future.
Yeah, dude, all the podcasts we listen to.
I know. Well, and that's the thing that people don't get. It's like, all right, I'm gonna rant for a second, but like, it's like people that like.
It's the beauty of having your podcast, rant all you want, dude.
I know, it's true. That's my place. I can do whatever I want on in here.
Don't put your feet up, though. You can't disrespect the
No,
table.
that's true. Well, and I don't trust the stable enough. And so I bought the stable on cheap, bro. I remember it's cheap as hell.
It looks nice.
Yeah, thank you. We were talking, but it's the same thing. It's like all these people I always see going to like Vegas and going here and going there and going that, and I'm always sometimes like, you know what, like, yeah. But then it's just like you're going back to your shitty job on Monday, or you're out there, because I used to be this guy. I remember one time I went to New York, had no money. We went to New York, couldn't even enjoy it. I couldn't even do half the things I want to do because we were poor. So now it's like I get to go anywhere I want. Maybe I don't get to go as much,
right?
But when I go, it's like true freedom,
right?
It's true. I don't get like we want to go somewhere, let's go,
right? And you just go enjoy it.
See, that's the only reason I wish I was married. I actually wish I was married, to be honest.
Yeah,
I really do.
It comes with perks, like you said. You can plan, dude. Like I told Dina, like, hey, like talk about like budgeting and finances and what we want to do and how we spend our money. I'm like, dude, the only thing I have a budget for is a vacation. She's like, what do you mean? Like, you're always saying we're super broke. I'm like, we're broke because we need to budget ourselves.
I tell myself I'm broke every day.
Yeah, me too. Oh, all the time. Until I have the luxury of time. Again, I'm on a different level with it. Like until I have time to do whatever I want, however I want, I'm broke. Like
here's the thing.
it.
Until I can go a whole year and not make a dime, I'm broke.
Yep.
Literally, like my parents laugh at me all the time. They're like, "Oh, you're so broke." I'm like, "No, I am." And I'm like, I don't want to tell myself that I'm not broke because maybe I'll stop working as hard. I don't know.
No, you're getting freaking comfort level.
You're
just like, I'm good here. You get complacent.
I'm super poor all the time, and then people don't hit me up for stuff. You know? Right? When I say I'm broke, people don't ever hit me up. So that's the thing too. Is like, you know, do you think people when they see that you're, you know, it's kind of weird now that we're going through like this like pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And the government's giving, you know, the PPP loans and here corporations and like people don't realize we're corporations.
Yeah.
We're not every time a corporation gets a tax cut, I get a tax cut, then I can go hire a few more people,
right,
and you get a tax cut.
Right.
Do you feel like when people now see you as like an owner of a company, you think their mindset changes towards you?
In what way? What do you mean?
In the aspect of it is like everyone thinks anyone owns a company makes tons of freaking money, and they think.
Oh yeah. Either they make a lot of money or everyone's super worried for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
That's the other part. Everyone's like on edge, like, oh wait, can we talk to you about money? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you able to keep your doors open? And it's just like, man, not every entrepreneur is like, you know, the smartest or dumbest. There's a lot of people that do a lot of calculated decisions where it's just like, you believe it or not, things will fall into place. Like you sustain. I've always like tried to have like that 6-month safety net, right? Like that's just good practice, right? But yeah, no, I've noticed a lot of people are like, oh, you're the filthy rich, you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You don't give a damn. You can do whatever you want. Or it's just like, oh yeah, you're broke and like we're scared to even talk to you.
Yeah, they're like sliding you gift cards.
Yeah. Like I heard so and so's. I'm like, oh cool.
I heard the door's shut down. Well, I kind of have to right now.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Do you have big support from your family then?
Yeah.
Well, because you kind of have the same people, same style in your family.
Yeah. We have a lot of support. I think that's one of the things that like it helps. Like we can definitely tap in, and we can actually get more membership. Like we have family that just, hey, I want to come support you, whatever. I don't know. It's a slippery slope. I think I've done a good job of getting to the family that I know can benefit, or at least try to have reached out, and then the ones that like either they're super close, like my siblings, my close cousins, whatever, I bring them in because I know they benefit. I'm like, hey, dipshit, you need to come. Yeah. Even if you don't understand it, even if you don't know how it works, even if you think it's a gym, no, you're gonna come. You're gonna do your 10 minutes.
It's a fitness center.
Yeah, a wellness center, right? But the other ones, I'm just like, I'll stay away from.
Well, shoot, your wedding there was like 1,000 people there anyway.
Dude,
so
that's crazy,
dude. The craziest
700 people.
The craziest wedding I've ever been in.
So imagine a pandemic right now,
dude.
Like
you would have been screwed.
You have a wedding, yeah.
You've been screwed. God. The craziest, biggest wedding I've ever seen in my life, and probably will ever be involved in.
Huh?
There was camera crews there that had like the big swinging arm and everything to get the dance floor. It was the craziest thing ever. Is that how every wedding is for you guys?
No. We know way too many people. Way too many people.
That was intense.
Yeah, it was fun.
I literally took me so off guard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When did it first hit you? Like, oh shit.
Like when we went to the place to eat. Like that, like, I mean, the ceremony was big, but it wasn't that many. But when we went there, I was like
holy smokes.
Holy crap. And then we didn't eat. And then we didn't eat until like 9 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
Me and Ted were like so hungry. We were like, dang, we should have stopped and ate.
Yeah,
and then we ended up, me, him, and someone else ended up at like I don't know who we were with, one of your guys. I ended up at a hookah bar, and then it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad you had fun.
It was a great time. So
I had a blast.
I know. I know, it's so funny too. Like you said, like we're always going. You know, it's like I could see like my phone lighting up over here. It's like I'm trying to look over.
What's going down? What's going down?
I think the one thing. Have you learned this yet as an entrepreneur yet? Like it took me a few years to learn this. Is like. I used to like want to jump on things like right away, like, oh my God, I had to drop everything. And now I've kind of come to that point where like, dude, something's going to wait 10 minutes. Like, even though my phone's going off right now and I see it's a client, like I can get back to them in 20 minutes. The world's not going to end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you learned that yet?
I have. And I'm still learning that the hard way. Like that's a tough one for me. I'll be honest. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, things can wait, but if you're hungrier than you need to be, you're just going to go after it every time. It doesn't even matter. That's one of my hardest things. I have learned it, and it's easier to like coach that. Like I can go to my wife or go to an employee and be like, hey, like you should pump pause here. You don't have to respond right away. You don't have to give a damn, or you don't have to even acknowledge or take care of this scenario. But When it comes to myself, no, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
I just want to get it done half the time.
Yeah, like it's like something that took me a long time to learn is like, because I used to be like on 24/7, and then I started realizing I was like running in all different directions. That now I have to just like, okay, this is what I have to get done. Yeah. Are you big a schedule guy during the day?
Schedule, my notepad, my calendar, dude.
Oh, really?
My notepad and my calendar.
You a Google Calendar person?
No, just my Apple calendar.
Just Apple.
I'm not very good at my calendar. I'll tell you
like
that.
Putting stuff in it.
No, I'm good at putting stuff in it. I'm not good at everything syncing.
Oh.
Like Dina and I have our whatever Apple calendar, right? iPhone. I don't know what it is.
Apple.
Right, and then we have Google, everything Osteo, and like Rackspace is our platform that we use. So there's that calendar. It's like there's so many overlapping. I hate it.
You should just stay on Google.
Dude, well, you got to think like Google's only, I don't know, however many percentage of the world is using it, that is whatever out, and Apple's making up another 30%, and then any other platform of Android or some stupid shit.
Google
You got to be on all the above.
But Google can connect to your Apple.
No.
It does.
Are you sure?
100%. Mine does.
Hey, I'm not there.
Yeah, I'll get you
Okay,
there.
what about Outlook?
I don't.
Here's my yeah, I need my Outlook, work, SELPA stuff. I need my Google, whatever Dina has for Osteo Strong, and then I need my Apple, all to be on the same, without everyone seeing it all, because people complain, dude. I'm so confused. People are like, oh, your calendar is always all a mess. Well, it makes sense to me. Shit.
Who sees it?
Yeah, Dina sees it.
Oh.
Yeah,
so
my secretary at work.
Google, you can
calendar.
Google, you can like only show certain people certain things. You can color code them only for certain people to get access to them.
So you use Google on your.
100%. Like right now, like my assistant just put 3 things on my calendar.
Huh.
I just live in my calendar.
Damn.
Like she sets up all my showings, all my appointments, all everything. So I just look at my calendar and it's like, okay.
So you just use the app? Dude, but Google's not even that easy to use for me. Like I had the app for the email, app for the calendar, or app for the drive, right? Yeah. You have all 3?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to get more tech savvy then.
You put in a folder.
I'm doing my bootleg version.
Hey,
I'm just using my iPhone. I'm doing that.
You know, it's funny. I have like it's like everyone always talks about like, oh, what CRM you use, you know, like to follow with your clients. I literally use a whiteboard.
What?
Literally, I have a CRM that I pay for, and I never use it. And I literally have a whiteboard, and I have my top 13 current clients, top 13 leads. Okay. And I look at it every day, and I make sure I go after those 13 people.
Smart.
And then I have a board of what's in escrow. I have a board what I have on the market, and that is it.
Focus.
And then if I have to like make a note to like text someone, like if I put and say, hey, I'm gonna text you tomorrow, I literally just put on my calendar, text so and so. Yeah. Because I used to get so confused. Yeah. It's too overwhelming. I never use it. Yeah. So I just literally, I'm not a calendar guy at all.
No?
Right? No. Literally what I do is like obviously calendars for appointments, but to like get stuff done during the day, it's just like I just like wake up, figure out like the most important things I need to get done that day, and then I just go from there. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's more productive. It's been shown to be more productive.
For sure. I just go like most important to least important.
Yeah.
And I just like.
Yeah.
So. But then I always jump over things I really don't want to do.
You can't.
I know.
You
like
can't.
when I have that phone call I really don't want to make, I'm like,
no,
I don't.
Those got to be on the top of the list. You know that.
It's got to be on top of the list.
Dude, this morning I did the 75-day thing that I'm starting this morning. First thing I did my stretches, did my reading, did the shit that I don't want to do. What time did you get up at? This morning I got up at like 7:30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get up that early. I only got up that early because I had a work meeting. Yeah, no, I'm getting up like at 9, 10 o'clock whenever.
Oh, dude, see, it's
ridiculous.
I don't wake up with an alarm. No alarm.
Oh, yeah?
Never. 6 a.m.
What?
Every day. Oh. No alarm.
Dude, then how are you not getting your workouts in?
Because I'm lazy. I literally will
6 a.m. Jump in the cold shower and jump on the bike.
I'm up on 6.
Stop it.
I'm up at 6. Here's what I do. Up at 6.
Stop it.
Get out of bed at 6:30. Cup of coffee. Walk my dogs. Come back. Sit in front of the computer. Check what's new on the market for the day. Okay. If it's something for a client that fits what they're looking for, I send it to them. Listen to some music. Kind of dick around. Bing, bang, boom. It's my quiet time.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Dicking around.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Yeah, as an entrepreneur, you can't dick around.
What's that?
As an entrepreneur, you can't dick around.
Dude, well, because it's like, but then like last night I was here until 8. You know what I mean? And then I was answering texts at 9:30. Yeah. You know? So it's kind of like for me, like 6 to, I won't even, another thing I've done. Yeah. I don't answer anything before unless it is the world is falling down until 9 a.m.
Okay, why?
Just because it's like, I only have from 6 a.m. I'd rather answer texts from my clients from 8 to 9 p.m. at night than 8 to 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning.
Why?
Just 6 to 9 is like I'm awake, okay. But like that's my me time. It's just like kind of like let me just chill, drink coffee. Yep. The world's not moving yet.
Get your workout in. Mm-hmm.
look at my Peloton. Looking at it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Damn it.
Doesn't work.
And then just like that's like my little time.
Yeah.
And then because I know I'd rather push it until the end of the day. Because here's another thing. Nothing opens until 9 a.m. anyways. So there's nothing we can do.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
But I can put a deal together at 7:30 at 8 o'clock at night to open escrow the next morning.
Yeah.
That's how I
You want to see how crazy the pandemic hit me? Like, dude, I was doing work at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock because I was working East Coast or Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even get up till 8 Pacific Time now. 9 o'clock, I don't give a shit. I was getting up at 5 o'clock, going to the garage so I don't wake up Dina, just trying to like, I'm going to squeeze this in before I go to work because I'm going to be busy at work, right? Now I'm just like, I got to calendar my podcast with my boy because I'm so damn busy doing nothing.
Doing nothing, right?
Doing nothing. Gardening, fucking painting shit.
See, I don't do anything like that.
Yeah. Well,
that's why I rent.
Smart.
Literally,
that's what I'm telling you. I'm seeing it now. Now I'm seeing it. I'm like, oh shit, why would I ever buy anything?
My light bulb was out. I literally called them and said I need a new light bulb.
That's because you're a lazy ass.
I am lazy.
You're a lazy ass.
And I pay rent, so come put my light bulb in. Someone asked me, so I got those decks from One Love IE. Shout out to Justin.
Yep.
And the boys are like, you're going to hang it up in your house? I'm like, bro, I don't put stuff on my wall.
And they're you don't even hang up stuff on your walls?
I literally have never hung anything up on my walls for the last 4 years.
Why?
Bro, it's just a space.
I guess.
Literally, it's just a space. I come home, sleep, get up, go.
Yeah.
I actually did. You know what's something this whole thing started? I actually put a computer at my house.
Did you?
I have not had a computer at my house for 4 years now, and I started working from home.
Why? I thought you were all about coming back here.
I know, but then it was like one of those things where it's like I'd rather knock those few things out I do out in the morning at home than wait until I get here, because by the time I get here at 9, the world's already moving.
Yeah.
People are already calling me. Deals are already opening. Escrow's already calling me. Other agents are already calling me. So for me, it's like I'd rather just wait.
I don't know, man. I've heard mixed things about that. I know for myself, I can't take work home. That's the one reason I want to get back in the office. I'm like, dude, when I'm at home, it's different.
I'm not productive at home.
Yeah.
I'm not productive. But those things are non-productive items. Those are just like me looking at a computer, just sitting, like someone sitting on Zillow, basically.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just kind of surfing the web.
Yeah.
Or watching YouTube.
Yeah.
You a big YouTube guy?
I want to say I love YouTube because I get to watch what I want to watch.
Yeah.
But I don't like have much that I subscribe to or follow or.
Really?
I don't post anything. No.
Bro, why are you not in the YouTube game? You gotta get. That's my
marketing circle and game and like it's close to none. I'm trying to post twice a day. I know.
You need to hire me.
I know, right?
Right? You need to bring me onto the staff.
Dude, I definitely see value in adding people to the staff. I just don't know how and where to like pull the right strings, man. Like when it comes to marketing, I don't think we need to have a marketing firm. I think we need to have someone who's market savvy.
Yeah.
Who wants to work an office job.
Mm-hmm.
Like I should get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Can't find that though.
No.
Dude, it's hard to find good employees. Like shit. It's hard.
100%.
Like, and it blows my mind.
That's why I hate minimum wage.
One of the things I hate about entrepreneurism, hate it.
What, trying to hire people?
Trying to hire people.
No, like
it's the worst.
This is why I hate minimum wage.
Why?
Because when you put a minimum out there,
okay,
there's no standard to perform.
No, unless you tell them. So like, okay, put me up on this. The way I hire people, I don't know if this is right or wrong. I'm like, look, you start off at minimum wage for the training process. Once you get through training, you become a coach, and then you work towards whatever you want. I'm willing to move you up the food chain as fast as you want.
Got it.
So you start at minimum wage. I can probably afford to pay you up towards 20 and then some if you show me that you're worth more than that.
Got it.
And I'm down to outwork you. This is what I tell them. This is legit how the interview goes. Like if you get the job, I love what you're, blah, blah, blah. You have our focus, our vision, our passion.
Yeah.
I'll outwork you, and you're a self-starter, so you go ahead and dictate your salary.
Exactly.
Right?
No, okay, so I go back.
But nobody does shit with that.
No, of course not. That's why that's why I don't think I hire a lot of agents want to come work here.
Yeah?
Because think about it. You come work here, in the big scheme of things, we're competing for jobs. Right? So you're going to have to show up every day, and I'm going to outwork you.
Yeah.
You're going to come in here, I'm going to beat you every day.
Yeah.
Most people can't handle that.
Yeah.
I'm going to push out more content than you. I'm going to be smarter than you. I'm going to be more energized than you. I'm going to do more deals than you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do more podcasts than you. Most people can't handle it, man.
There you go.
No, the reason why I hate minimum wage. For example, let's take McDonald's, right?
Okay.
You know how much a McDonald's burger would be if there was no minimum wage?
No.
It'd be cheap. Every time minimum wage goes up, everything else goes up.
Right.
When it's like they're not getting any better, and they're getting raises.
Okay. Oh, true. I got you. Yeah.
And people always freak out, and the whole it's capitalism, right?
Right.
Here's the thing.
True.
if McDonald's only wants to pay you $5 an hour,
right,
then don't go work for McDonald's. And then what does McDonald's have to do? Raise the prices until someone wants to actually work there.
Yeah. I haven't looked at it at that angle.
Yeah. Just like for you, right? You could charge, it's supply and demand. You could charge for your company $1,000 a session, right? Will anyone come? Probably not.
No.
But if you charge $5 a session and you have all these people, but you're not making a profit, you're like, okay, well, I have to raise my prices.
Yeah, somehow, dude.
So how is it for you? What has been the biggest hard step towards running your own business? Is it hiring people? Is it having to lean on yourself to make all freaking decisions?
It's hiring the right people.
Yeah.
Hiring the right people, definitely. And it's just like, that's it. Simple. Like, if you get the right people in place, and not to like take away from leaning on yourself, accountability, structure in your day to day, knowing what to go after, not living in fear. Like, there's a lot to learn. Remember, what was it, 4 years ago now? That one, Cassandra, right?
Oh yeah,
Cassandra. Like, from 4 years, you know the types of books I read to prepare for this, like, you know, whatever that might entail. It came down to me was knowing how to hire the right people. Everything else worked out, right? You get the right CPA, you get the right whatever, you get the right payroll people. You realize, oh, you need, you know, boom, you hire the right people. But then, like, you need to hire every right person, even to run your business. And it's just,
that's the hard part.
Shit.
And the worst people I don't realize is that you'll hire them, you'll think of the right person, you'll hire them, and then they turn out not being the right person.
The worst.
And now you've wasted time, money, and then you
much time.
You have to then go hire someone else.
It's the worst.
That is the worst. And that's what I don't think what's crazy is that a lot of people think there's tons of great employees out there.
There's none.
There's none.
Dude, I literally have told people, listen to it, like, Adam, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Right, I'm just figuring it out on the way.
Yeah, we both are.
And so people that I like I've reached out to like close friends where I was like, look, man, like, I don't know what you're up to, but I know that you're making whatever at this job, and I don't see it. Like, I don't realize what you might have going for you in that career. Like, not to be rude, but like, we're close friends of mine. Like, what are you getting at? I was like, I'm just talking to you as a friend because I'm planning on having 10 of these at least.
Yeah.
And this was within 2 years. This was 6 months ago. Might change a little bit because it's pandemic, but I was like,
it'll bounce back.
I was like, I don't know what that might entail. Like, I might need a regional manager, but I know I at least need someone to run a business,
run one of them,
work one. I'm also down to invest. It's like close people of mine. Like, I'm down to invest in one if you want to open one of your, like, telling people things. And it's just like, dude, nobody wants to do the work.
Nope.
Like, I've offered people the minimum wage job. I've offered people investment opportunity to partner. And they're like, oh, I'll do it as long as I can sit on my ass and order Uber Eats and play whatever, Fortnite. Or I don't even have, dude, I have an old school Super Nintendo.
Bro.
Like, retro.
That's one good thing that came out of this thing. I've beaten Mario. I've beaten Mario Brothers 3. I've beaten Super Mario World, and now I'm playing N64.
Right.
Which I'm not a big fan. And this is the first time I've ever played video games, probably like in 5 years.
Yeah.
6
me
years.
Too.
Maybe even more. Maybe
me too.
10.
Dude, I hear you.
And I play for like 45 seconds, lose twice, get pissed, and then I go back to work.
But look at this.
I know.
But look at this. You've done this instead for 5 years.
I know. Well, this room came through because of Corona.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about like your whole, like,
sure.
from real estate to your offices to working. Like, dude, I've seen your journey. Like,
isn't it? I know.
Well, you should have sat around and been complacent.
Well, I could. Here's the thing too. I could have went and worked for someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could have made maybe more money, less money. But like, this place just gives me freedom. You know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, when are you gonna hire more people? Blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know if I can because I love the freedom here. Yeah. I don't want to be shooting a video and then someone walks in, ruins my video, and I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
dude,
it's like
the vibe in this place. I love it.
I know.
I love it.
And you're always welcome to come here if you want to work here.
I love it. Thanks, man. Yeah.
No, because it's hard. I struggle. I would never be able to work from home. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
like consistently. No.
It's tough.
Check something here and there. Open a laptop for a second, but to sit down and actually work, it never works.
It's hard. It's hard. I make it a point to go to Osteo Strong whenever. Like, I tell Dina, I'm like, dude, it's the other beauty of being around the corner. I can jog there. It's 5 minutes away.
Well, and you're paying for it anyways.
Yeah, exactly. It's there.
That's why people are like, oh, I'm like, I don't need a big apartment. I have a 2,000 square foot office I can hang out in.
Yeah.
And I have couches anyways.
And it's well put together.
Thank you.
You make it right.
So who is the perfect, not the perfect, who is your ideal client that you guys are looking for to come into the wellness center?
Ideal client would
who are you guys, we're talking about marketing, who is your demographic that you guys are shooting after?
Yeah, so I've become such an expert and bone density and what OsteoStrong can offer people, like I can really tell you that anyone over the age of 30 should be in there. Mm-hmm. Honestly, even younger folks. So like there's three clientele that we kind of market to, right? The athlete based. So whether you're on the golf course or you're playing high school basketball or you're playing professional basketball, that's why we have like Olympians that use OsteoStrong that won't make a video for it. I won't market it because it's their breaking edge, because it's a biohack. It makes you faster. It makes you stronger, right? It builds better strength and balance. So athletes definitely are one, group of people that should be in there. But it's not something that I would recommend. Like you and I are going to go shoot some golf randomly or go play basketball and pick up, whatever at the park, a soccer game. It's not going to make a difference to us. It will help us from getting injured, right? The joint pain, the back pain, that's where it comes in. Like it depends on, kind of what your goals are. Ideally, if an athlete wants to get that breaking edge, it's for that breaking edge for an athlete. Older folks, it's like that safety net. If you want to prevent having a hip fracture, having a bone break on you, if you're concerned about like working out in the yard and being in pain for a week, these are all these like the day-to-day activities that put you in chronic or even minimal joint pain or back pain can all be eliminated, which is like a ton of people. Like I had a friend who's big on the CBD cream thing. Yes, and you got to try this stuff for your knees. I've always had bad knees, right? I have torn meniscus in both. Never did anything about it. He swore by. He gave me a bottle. He goes, I know your cheap ass isn't gonna go buy this for $50, so take it and just use it. Did nothing for me, right? All that's eliminated by doing the OsteoStrong, So any kind of pain, ideal. If you're just worried about, not wanting to end up in a hospital, because the statistics are unreal, dude. Like I didn't know this until I read all the books and the research on it. Like 1 in 4 people over the age of 50 end up dying due to a fracture. I'm like, what the hell? Like that's kind of over the age of 50. So ideally people are like, okay, well you market to the needs based, right? So the people over 50, those people that are going into retirement that want to live a better quality of life, right? People go into retirement and become, just lazy, sitting on the couch, not being very active. Like those people get a breath of fresh air coming off OsteoStrong, because now they have the ability and the mobility to do things that they weren't expecting. Because think about it, up until retirement, you're like, oh man, my body's winding down, or I hope I have enough energy to go run after the grandkids or whatever. Like that in itself is an ideal market population for us. And that's where like a lot of times you can't really explain it. Like that's why I love having testimonies. That's why I'm learning these new things about marketing. Like, dude, forget what I have to say. I'm not going to sell you shit anymore. I'm done selling you shit. I'm going to tap in so-and-so who's like, hey, I was, as weak as a feather before coming in here, and now I can go on a hike. Like no one else can do that. You can go to any doctor you want. If you could, like my mom, for instance, she's never been to Mount Rubidoux, dude. We've lived here for 15 years. 20 years, 25 years. My God, we're old. We're old people. 20 years, right? About 20 years. Never been to Mount Rubidoux. She doesn't know anything about OsteoStrong. I make her come every week. I call her. I say, hey, are you coming? I'm going to pick you up. It's around the street, right? 3 months later, she's hiking Mount Rubidoux. And she's like, I don't know what it is that you guys do, but it works, right? So, like, it's. I
think you finally found the niche of all niches when it comes to selling, dude.
Right?
It's
I
not
just
selling.
figured it out. It's not selling.
No.
It's just talk about what the hell your members want and
no one wants to be sold. As many podcasts and videos people have seen of me, and all the talks I've done in real estate, 'cause that's my niche, is real estate, right?
Yeah.
And I get on stage and I tell everyone, stop trying to sell people, because no one really cares. And
it doesn't click, though.
It doesn't. And then because the problem is people still think that, oh, if I'm not asking for business, then people aren't going to buy from me.
Right.
And I relate it to this. And it's basically all you're doing is relationships. Did your wife tell you, like, come up to you or wear a shirt that says, hey, I'm single looking for someone? No. You just it just happens. And that's the thing that people don't get that are in sales. It's that the problem is that you're starting to learn, like, okay, it's reviews, it's knowledge, it's stats. It's let people make their own decision, because anyone you hard sell, they're always going to be the person that doesn't end up showing. That's why I don't fight anyone that doesn't want to come in here.
Right?
I'm not a guy, like, I'm the worst at following up.
Yeah.
Listen, I give you 1 or 2 chances. If not, I move on to the next person.
Yeah.
But
that brings you the right person. Right?
It's the right person. The person that's going to stick into it.
Yep. And that's, marketing, like you said, you have to know nobody wants to be sold to, right? They want the opportunity to buy, nobody wants to be sold to. Dude, that still till this day I don't have that lesson down.
No.
Like I still go into sales mode. When I'm in any kind of nervous, like I'm on edge, I go into sales mode. It's so weird, and I catch myself.
See, that's
and I made it a point to embarrass myself, dude. Like I'll be sitting like at the chamber, like I'll be like with people that I don't want to embarrass myself with. And I'll be like, oh man, I just got 2 science-y about OsteoStrong. Sorry, I'm gonna break it down to you. Don't even think of anything I just told you. Mm-hmm. It helps you with your back pain.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean? I said, you're talking to me about your back pain. That's what we help with. Can you explain more? I'm like, I can't because I got 2 science-y.
Yeah.
But if you want to come bullshit and check it out for free, come by.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah. I said, yeah, like whatever. Okay. And that's when I have to make it a point. Oh, you can't just go right now and do it. Like, schedule it, right? Yeah. Schedule it. Like, you're not always on the clock. But
yeah, that a boy.
It's a hard lesson learned, man.
It is.
It's hard.
The hard part is most people don't learn that until it's too late.
No.
And then they're out of business.
Well, it's easier for you when you get testimonials or when you have something to show for it, right? Like, you sell a house, you give someone an experience, and they're like, and then that's it. The proof is in the pudding, right? Mm-hmm. Just you flip it. Cassandra goes and tells somebody. I go tell like, hey, this is why. This is why it is what it is, right? Yeah. Make sure you drop 10 times.
I know. I tell people all the time. I'm like, it's a little like when people come to me that are newer in the game. They're like, how do you do it? And I'm like, the hard part is I have numbers behind me now. Yeah. Like I can be like, yo, I sold 45 houses last year. The most average agent sells 5, so I'm 9 times more. Yep. I've broken these freaking 7 price records. I've done this. Yep. I've done that. So I was like, it's easier because I've built up the numbers game. I don't have to do as much as you have to do now because you're not there yet. It's like for you, it's like the moment you start getting tons of reviews and tons of people are like, dude, just go read the reviews.
That's it.
You know,
that's it.
Go check the reviews out. Let me know what you think. And then at that point, it's a weird game to be in sales because at that point, then you have so much in the pipeline.
That's
You're like, okay, no worries. You're not into this. All right, cool. I'm gonna move on. And I think that's the thing that people don't realize is that if whatever you're doing doesn't solve their problem, or not if it solves their problem, if they think it solves their problem, there's no reason. People are stubborn.
Yeah.
Whenever I get on the phone with someone wants to argue if it's a certain type of market or their certain price, their house, I'm like, your mind's already made up. Like, I'm not going to sell you. I'm not going to convince you on what I think because you're already sold.
Yeah.
So you have a choice. Believe the expert, which is me, or not. If not, mazel tov.
Yeah.
Go use someone, and then they go hire another agent that agrees with them.
Right.
And then their house sits on the market for 6 months.
They don't get the outcome.
And
they don't get the outcome, but they got the fluff, though. They felt good because they got the fluff.
But the worst part about my world is that sooner or later they get down to the price I told them at, and then they sell it with someone else, which is fine. I don't really care anymore. So yeah, it was a pleasure, dude.
Dude, this is dope.
This is fun, right?
I like it.
You're more than welcome.
As promised, I don't know what the hell I was doing getting into this, but
it's easy,
we are doing it.
Yeah, first timer over here. I think that's the thing too. Is like, it happened. I just posted yesterday, and someone asked me before, but it's like, there's so many people doing stuff in Riverside that other people want to hear about. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. Like, I mean, there's probably someone who's maybe not opening a wellness center, but someone who's thinking about opening another something. It's like, I have a 9 to 5. I'm doing this. Can I do this? Can I? You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, you're a perfect example. You are doing it,
dude.
And I'll tell you what, man.
In the trenches.
What you're doing right now is literally going to, because there are going to be places that don't reopen. There's going to be other, Austria.
There's other Austrias that are trying to close. And I'm calling them like, here, are you stuck on stupid? Like, where was your finance? Like, how did you not budget for at least a few months of overhead?
Mm-hmm. Like, they got into it too early. Maybe they spent too much. That's another thing that sucks. I was about to end this, but I'm going to say one more now.
Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
I got 15 minutes at least.
Oh, perfect.
15 minutes at least before my 5 o'clock drop starts.
Perfect. And so the thing is like, cool. Like I don't, we're talking about payroll. Like I have my corporation money, and then I have my own. I get a paycheck every 2 weeks, right?
Right.
Problem is when your corporation makes a good amount that month, then people think like, oh, I made that much money that month. But it's like that's why I pay myself separately. Where I'm like, no, homie. Yeah. You only made 2 G's this month. You gotta live on that 2 G's.
Oh yeah. Hey, but that's a tough. You gotta. I mean, it took you a while to probably figure out that balance. No, of what you gotta pay yourself and what you gotta hold back and move, because that's a beast.
Yeah. So I only pay myself. I bumped my salary up to $5,000 a month now.
Oh shit.
That's it.
That's it.
I live on less than $5,000 a month.
I don't get paid nothing yet.
What's that?
I don't get paid jack yet. It sucks.
Oh.
I can't pay myself yet at Osteo.
No.
Nope.
Man.
Can't even afford to pay Dina.
No.
It's different.
Isn't it?
But no, but what you're talking about is important because you have an amazing CPA then, right? Like beyond what you're doing with You need it, dude. Mm-hmm. That's a whole beast. I read that book. No, it's not the book you got me. It was a different book, but I got it around the same time. I just never read it. The Blueprint to Accounting. Mm-hmm. It was a must.
Dude.
It was a must.
Because you lose so much money if you don't play the game right.
Dude, like. It's amazing how, like, okay, you asked me about TV, right? I can't turn on a television. I don't even know how to access half the shit. I have Netflix, Hulu, coder or whatever, like some Cody, like movie streaming. I don't know, actually, profit and losses.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Right
Let me
there.
tell you about the show. Just looking at it. I'm late to this shit because I'm looking. These numbers don't add up yet, and they have to, dude.
I know, isn't that crazy? And that's another thing too. Is like, you're literally like doing all this work. It's like I'm gonna work every day this month, and I'm not gonna make one dime.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm paying all these people here in this office, and then buying all this stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
And I worked every day this month. I didn't make a dime.
Damn.
But next month will be good because there's a lot of stuff closing next month.
Yeah.
But
you
I
prepare for that.
I had the budget to live on making nothing this month.
But you prepare for that.
Mm-hmm. You have to.
Yeah. Like you didn't buy a Ferrari yet, did you?
I mean, I could if I wanted to.
Yeah,
that's what another thing people don't get to.
You didn't.
I'm gonna go on a rant for a second.
Go for it.
Everyone goes, "Oh, I could have $1 million house." I hope everyone knows that. I could go and buy $1 million house. I spend $7,000 a month in leases.
$7,000 a month in leases.
Yeah.
Huh.
I could go have $1 million house.
Yeah.
But I don't. Because that would not make me happy.
Yeah.
This place makes me happy. That would
there
not.
You go.
Right? I spend $4,000 a month on 2 video guys. I don't need to do that. I can shoot my videos myself. They'd be trash. But I want that. That stuff makes me happy.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You found, like when we talk about entrepreneurism, right? It's getting that perfect balance.
Yeah. And what's funny is it's funny, the both thing about us, like I never thought I was going to be like run my own business.
No.
No. Never.
No. Do you think you're going to be shooting podcasts in downtown Riverside,
I know.
dude?
Isn't that crazy?
Like where did this ever come from? Like,
my goal is to be the most famous person from 2005 MLK graduation.
There you go, dude. You'll pull it off in Riverside. Shit, you
so.
might own the Mission Inn one day.
No.
Why not?
I don't think they'll ever sell it.
No, they won't. No,
I think it's
way too
profit.
old money. Old money.
So,
old money. Way older than
you
me,
got anything to
buddy.
lead this off with? How do people get a hold of you if they want to hit up Osteo?
Damn. See, now you just taught me I got to fix my pitch.
Yep.
I got to know what my handles all are.
Yeah, you don't know them?
Yeah. No, post them. I'll figure out.
All right, I'll just tag them in it.
Yeah. Tag me in it. I don't know them all. But we have Facebook, Instagram. I'm not on the TikTok shit. I'm not on the Snap.
My assistant's trying to get me on TikTok so much, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Gary Vee, I would even stop listening to the conversation about that.
Oh, TikTok?
Yeah.
Honestly, like
you have to be open to it because he said it.
I almost shot a TikTok. Yeah, that's the thing about Gary. I can't. She's like, Gary says it, and I'm like, yeah, right. I can't only believe the one few things. I can't believe 90% of it.
And then yep.
I almost shot my first TikTok yesterday. Actually,
did you?
Almost.
Okay.
I was so bored. I was waiting for some clients that was super early, and I was gonna dance in the back of the van. And this is gonna be
dude,
like,
this
is what I do when I wait for clients, and that might be the new TikTok. Where all I do is dance whenever I'm waiting for clients in my van.
Dude, that's what makes it so hard. Like, maybe that might be a thing, dude. Who knows?
know.
I would never watch that. I would not give two shit.
No.
Like, you would do nothing. Like
nothing
in my world.
Nothing.
Like Dina shows. She's like, hey, look at this, and I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah.
That's what makes it hard for me to post shit. That's why I have to go back to the shit you tell me. Like, make sure you're teaching people about something or you're solving a problem. So, yeah, if you get on my handles, right, especially on Instagram, my Instagram and Facebook, every day I'm posting twice a day. Problems to solve or things that you can do in 10 minutes. Alice, you're strong.
Listen.
Super easy.
Aren't you so?
Back pain, joint pain, all that. Dude,
there's a reason why we're friends.
It's simple.
All right,
simple.
guys.
We're on it.
Remember why we have the podcast. Podcast is to support people in Riverside and put highlights on people doing awesome things and hope inspire them or inspire others to chase a dream. So remember that. If you're someone that wants to be on the podcast, please send me a message. I'm always looking for great new people. Yalzin, thank you so much for coming in, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
It's always great talking to you.
Super cool. I love it.
Until next time, hopefully, his wife's calling you. Hold on. We're done with the podcast right now. Until next time, guys. Peace.